Hey guys, how's it going? Zach from Reptile Creation here, and I'm going to be doing a huge reset of all my gecko terrariums. See, we've got our Max Snow Raptor in here, our Tangerine Enigma in here, and then our Max Snow underneath there, and our high yellow carrot tail in there. And we're going to be moving these two into this 30-gallon here. We've had Darwin in it for a while at the store, but we just picked up a 56-gallon that we set him up. You can have a look at that in one of my last videos, just I think from a couple weeks ago. And I'm going to be using some of these things that we picked up from somebody on the buy and sell that I have another video of. And after I get my two geckos in here, I'll be moving our Max Snow Raptor up into the 20-gallon here, and then our Tangerine Enigma. She's a little bit stressed a lot of the time. She's like not exactly the picture of a perfectly healthy, happy, intelligent gecko. But we're going to be moving her to the back room so there's a little less traffic. And then she'll be back in the back room with the snakes. So I'm going to get started on rearranging everybody. Hey buddy. Let's get started. So guys, here's Cheese in the back room. Put her on this shelf here that I just bought. Here's the breeding colony for the mealworms. My ball python. My boa, and rather than leave the other two geckos in the other room, this room that I've been wishing I could turn into my reptile room for a long time, and it's always been too cluttered with stuff from doing the house renos, I'm finally clearing off this space right here, and I'm going to have Roach and Indica and Mac back here on this, so that way I'll have all my reptiles back in the same room, and it'll be easier for me to keep them together rather than scattered from the back room and the front room. And I'll be a little happier having them away from my dog and my cats, just so that nobody gets stressed out from having those animals jumping around. But I'll get started on moving them in here, and then I'll show you their terrariums. So guys, I've moved the geckos in here. Whew. So now that the geckos are in the back room, I'm going to get on cleaning. It was a big job moving everything around to get the space in here that I needed, and now it's time to put everything back together. And then at the end, once I've finished straightening up and adding a little bit to the geckos' terrariums, I'll show you guys my finished reptile room. So I moved the big case that I made the sliding front for, or sliding shelf for, in here, put Mac on the bottom in the 20-gallon. Roach and Indica are up here in the 30-gallon. Here's Indica hanging out. I think Roach is probably in there. And over here I got my mealworm colony. Got the darkling beetles in here, and then a few bins with them growing out. Here's Cheese in her new 10-gallon. Give her Roach and Indica's old hide. I'll have to dust off some of that calcium. And then the snakes as they were before. And something new, I've been setting up some nursery tanks for plants so I can do some aquascaping in the future. I've got this one full of plants, and then these two are empty. I'm going to be doing a bunch of Java moss tied on pieces of wood to grow out in here for aquascaping as well, and probably even tie some Anubia to some wood as well and do some arrangements like that. And then I moved our koi fish up here. They well, two koi and our goldfish. One of them died, so had to take them all out and clean their aquarium. I had them in here for a couple days, or well, for a day. That was a little small for them, and they kind of made a mess. I've got some soil in the bottom for the plants that I'm going to be planting in there eventually. But that's the reptile room. Should be getting a little more straightened here pretty quick, but that'll happen soon. Have a good one, guys.